Whoa! What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? Your buddy Big Johnny G from Two Gun Pixie Presents Legendary Gaming is finally here. Sorry I'm about 45 minutes late. Life happens, but I got everything set up now. Everything's ready to go. Pardon me. So we're going to be doing a playthrough of Castle Ravenloft. And I'm going to be using heroes culled from 4 of the different games. Castle Ravenloft, Wrath of Ashardalon, Legend of Drizzt, and the Temple of Elemental Evil. And so we have Cat, the human rogue, Tarak, the half-orc rogue, and we got the twins, Regis and Ratshadow, the halfling rogues. So I got everything set up. We'll see if I've counted in for enough room. We've got everything we need here. Hopefully everything is within a handy-dandy reach. So we'll find out. There's a starting time. I'm not using the die that comes with the game. I'm using this cool light-up die. Because if it comes up on a 20, woo! Good for me. Bad if I'm rolling for the monsters. Bad for me, that is. 2 healing surges. And I'm going to start things off by going through the treasure deck and blindly grabbing 4 treasures. And then I will hand them out how I see best fit for the party. All right, let me set this up here and see how everything looks. Get this in on the tripod. All right. Not too bad. Scooch that over. All right, I think that looks good enough, you know, for what I got going here. All right, so let me pull up a chair. Let's get ready to steal the Icon of Ravenloft. Give this a little bit of a shuffle here. And we're drawing out 4 treasures for the Locksmiths of Dalt. Greyhawk Dalt is a little-known lesser god of locks and doorways. He's actually one of my favorite deities in the Greyhawk system. There's not a lot about him, so it gives me the chance as the DM to build a lot upon that. Alright, so 4 treasures I will be handing out. Moment's Respite. These are fortunes, blessings, an actual item. Wait a second. All right, this is what we do, so this is what we'll keep. So we have Moment's Respite, Lucky Find, Surround Them, and Distant Sounds. Moment's Respite. Well, we wouldn't be playing it immediately. See, didn't I have the same problem at the beginning of Ashardalon? So you don't want anything to play immediately. Okay, so this is not a play immediately. This is not a play immediately. This is not. And this is not. So I'll shuffle these back into the deck. We have our 4 actual items here. Dragon's Breath. Use this item during your hero phase. Attack each monster on your tile. Now there's a difference between a tile. This is a tile. It's 1 piece. That's a tile. And these are squares on that tile. Good enough. So the Dragon's Breath. Yeah, I'm going to give that to Tarak. Crystal Ball. Reveal the top card of any card deck or the top tile of any tile stack. I'll give that to Ratshadow. Seems like something Ratshadow The Ring of Regeneration. You can regain 1 hit point instead of drawing the treasure card. I'm going to give that to Cat. Over here. So that leaves the Amulet of Protection. You get a +1 bonus to AC while this item is in play. We'll be going to Regis. Alright, so the deck has been assembled as per the rules. The altar, the church room has been separated out, shuffled into 3, between 3 other tiles, and those tiles were then put series down. It was at 8 tiles down. So we start any one area along this here. So we're going to start 1. See, this is the problem. 1, 2. Actually, I was going to be back here. 4. That's where we're going to start. There. You still look good. Alright. So how's everyone been? What do you think of these games, these cooperative adventure games for Dungeons & Dragons? I have enough fun with them that I like playing them. That's definitely for sure. I just wish that it was a little bit more involved, a little bit deeper. I wish more of them had the campaign style adventures that run through it. I wish they went more than 2 levels with a character. But for trying to put D&D in a box, it's not that bad. Not that bad. Alright, so, and also I decided to pick Castle Ravenloft because this is still October. Halloween is right around the corner as of right now, at the time when I'm filming this. Just mere days away. So I thought, I've been doing a lot of horror board games, reviews, 20-sided shots, so I wanted to do something along those veins. And since there's no actual D&D game today, this fits perfectly in. So I got the rules out because honestly I have not played since the last time I filmed the Ashardalon, but I think I got everything. So I'm going to keep this off to the side just in case I need it. And we are playing through adventure number 2, Find the Icon of Ravenloft. The heroes must enter the depths of Castle Ravenloft and locate the one chamber untouched by the evil of this place, the chapel. There, the Icon of Ravenloft waits to help end Strahd's evil. Goal: find the hidden chapel and recover the lost Icon of Ravenloft. 2 to 5 heroes. Alright, and I got 4, so it's more or less down the middle, a little high end down the middle. When you start the adventure, read this. Hold on, let me take a sip. Alright. A cleric in Barovia has told you about the legend of the Icon of Ravenloft. He believes that the lost artifact still exists, resting in the hidden chapel deep within the castle. The chapel remains a safe haven, a place of goodness and light in all that terrible darkness, the cleric explains. If you can bring the icon to me, I can use it to defend the town from Strahd and his minions. Yes, and perhaps even find a way to destroy the vampire lord once and for all. Now you stand at the bottom of the stairs leading into the dungeon crypts. The only thing between you and your goal? Endless corridors of darkness and an army of monsters. Alright, so if I remember correctly, you always place down with the arrow facing the direction that you are coming from, and black means that you draw an encounter card. I got this off to the side, so let's see what happens. When I do finally get to join the chapel, there's something else in the adventure book for me to read. So I have everyone all set up here, with Tarak, with Cat, with Regis, and with Ratshadow. So we're going to start right off. Obviously we're on an open edge, so we're just going to check this out right away. And it is the Dark Fountain. Put that right in. Alright. So that is being explored. Let me just do this in order. I kind of did that out of order, just out of excitement. Ah, finally playing. And look at all the shadows. This is horrible lighting. Alright, so the hero phase, if you have 0 hit points, use a healing surge. We do not need to do that. Perform one of the following actions. You can move and then make an attack, then move, or you can make 2 moves. So that was correct. I was right. Because I'm going to be moving in this direction with Cat. So I'm considering her the first player, the lead player. And then we're going to go around clockwise from Cat to Regis, Ratshadow, and then Tarak. So Cat is starting. There's no encounter card to be drawn because that's a white arrow. And she gets a movement. She has a speed of 6. Speed of 6. 1, 2, 3. And then she's going to stop there. There's nothing yet to attack. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to leave her there. Only 3 of her potential 6 movement being taken. And that hero phase. So now the exploration phase begins. And that's why they have these cool little cheat cards. So the exploration phase. If your hero occupies a square adjacent to his unexplored edge, which she is not at the moment. She would have been if she stopped in any of these spots right here. Then you go to step 2. Step 2, draw a dungeon tile and place it. Unexplored edge, go to phase 2. Otherwise, go to the villain phase. Okay, so yeah, don't need to draw a monster card. See, this messed me up now. So, she's staying there. The exploration phase. She, if your hero occupies a square adjacent to an unexplored, which she does not, go to step 2, otherwise go to the villain phase. If you do not place the tile during your exploration phase, or if you would have placed the tile in the black triangle, draw an encounter card. No need to. If a villain is in play, activate it. Activate each monster card and trap. Now this has a monster spawn on it. So let's see what she is spawning. Make sure everything is all shuffled up. Whoop. Want to see that rock grub? Alright. A blazing skeleton. I believe that's one of these here. Yes. The blazing skeleton. I hope that's coming in focus. Looks kind of cool. He's going to start right there. Boom. So this is her villain. That goes over to her. Villain phase, activate each monster and trap that you control. So she's going to activate this guy. And the blazing skeleton. Armor class 13, hit points 2. If the blazing skeleton is within 1 tile of a hero, it attacks each hero on that tile. Otherwise, it moves 1 tile. So he is right next to Cat. So he's going to make an attack. Cat's armor class is 14. He has an attack of 7. Let's see if we can get 7 or better. He did. So he hit Cat. 2 damage. 2 damage. Right over here. I got my... Where did I hide them now? Oh, right here. So she's taking 2 damage. Ouch. Ouch. Alright, so now Regis gets to go, and Regis has a speed of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't remember if that's double or not, but even if it is double, he was able to make it over there. There is nothing for the exploration phase. So for the villain, well, he gets to make an attack. Move and attack. So Regis's attack, he will use his magic mace. Attack 1 adjacent monster. If the monster is adjacent to any other hero, you can instead attack it twice. So it is next to a hero, so he will make 2 attacks. They're +1, they do 2 damage each. So his armor class of 13. Magic Mace is 6, so he needs a 7 or better. 13, and he can opt for a second attack. 7. 7 and 6 is 13. 13 is the armor class, so he hit it twice because of his Magic Mace, because the enemy he was attacking was adjacent to another hero. So this is done. 2 experience for the group. 2 experience for the group. Where am I going to put this? Right now I'm going to put this over here. Group experience. Put that right there. Get that out of the way. And can draw a treasure card. Nothing special about that treasure card. We'll mix this up one last time. One last time. Alright. A blessing. Run. Play this blessing immediately. Until the end of your next hero phase, each hero gains +2 speed. +2 speed. Until the end of your next hero phase. So when Regis goes, after he goes on the next turn, this will go away. I'll keep this out on Regis to remind me about that. That's kind of cool. So next, we will be having Ratshadow, who's the slowest one here with a speed of 5. He's going to be coming in 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. He's going to stay there. That's it. Pardon me. That's it for his hero phase. Going to the exploration phase, he did end an unexplored area. So we'll take a look now. It's another white arrow, getting lucky. Pardon me. The workshop. All right, the workshop. There will be a monster for there. We have an undead. We have a ghoul. The ghouls are in this one, I believe. This is a ghoul. No, that's a zombie. So where are the ghouls? Here we go. There's a ghoul right there. Should I say right there? Being undead, I thought it was this one. That's all. All right. So the ghoul is over here with Regis. That'll be worth 2 experience when we get it down. So the villain activates. Oh, there's no villain in play, sorry. Villain and monster, different terminology. So the monster card activates. If the ghoul is adjacent to a hero, it attacks that hero with a rending bite. It is not. If the ghoul is within 1 tile of a hero, yes it is. It's within 1 tile. He moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks with a paralyzing claw. And that would be Ratshadow. This is the closest. And the claw is only a +7. Thank goodness it wasn't the +9 bite. But it will immobilize if it successfully hits. We don't really want that. Okay, so his attack is +7. Regis's armor class is 4. Sorry, this is Ratshadow he's attacking. Ratshadow's armor class is 14. No, nothing he can do in preparation for it. So we got a 10, 17. That is a hit. So it's going to be 1 damage. And he's going to be immobilized. So we have these out here for. Put this next to the character card to remind you, you cannot move. Discard this condition at the end of your hero phase. So his hero phase is already over. He was already into the villain phase. So that's stuck with Ratshadow for the moment. And this is still in play. So finally, Tarak goes with a speed of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to move and attack. And what is he going to attack with? Distracting jab or positioning shot? He's going to have to go with distracting jab, but positioning shot is for something within 2 tiles. Well, it is within 2 tiles because he's on another tile, so we could do positioning shot it also. He's going to go with distracting jab. If you hit, move the monster 1 square. After the attack, move your speed. That's a +7 to hit. The ghoul has a 16. So he needs a 9 or better. 14! Oh, almost. Almost. He got a 14, which is enough to hit. And that's going to be doing 1 damage. The ghoul has 1 hit point, so that now goes into the experience pool. Alright, so that was all the characters, the villains, everything is done. So back to the beginning with Cat. Don't forget, until Regis finishes, everyone can double their movement. I'm sorry, gets a +2. +2. Cat. So that's what I did wrong before. You have to end your movement. So there you go. That's going to move the 1 space. So this is going to be an exploration. The Fetid Den. The Fetid Den. I feel like I'm on a game show the way I'm saying that. Well, Pat, I'm going to go with Fetid Den for 200. Okay, so monster will appear there. A rat swarm. Oh, is that what those things were? I thought they were rot grub. Let's see. Where is the rat swarm? This swarm went all the way down the bottom here, didn't it? Oh, I don't know how well you can see them. Oh, disgusting. I hate rats. Why did it have to be rats? Okay. Everyone back in. There we go. So the rat swarm for a cat. If the rat swarm is within 1 tile of a hero, it moves to the closest hero's tile and attacks each hero on that tile with a multitude of bites. So everyone but Tarak is going to get attacked by this thing because they're all on the same tile. Tarak is not. Each hero with a multitude of bite attacks. So it is a +7. We will start with the instigator of this, Cat, who has a 14, so 7 or better. Oh, no! An extra damage because of the crit. Oh, stop mocking me! I don't like being mocked. Ha! No, that still counts as a 20. So the damage is 1, so we're going to be taking 2 damage. Someone's getting hurt. And they're 8 hit points. They are halfway down. This is not looking too good from the beginning, but we have a couple of healing surges. So now let's make the next roll against Regis. Also with a 14 armor class, 7 or better to hit, and another hit. Folks, these rats are on target. God, I hate rats. Alright, so Regis has a +1 armor class. That's still a hit, obviously. Let's see. Next will be Ratshadow. Ratshadow's armor class is also 14. 7 or better to hit. 16 again. Well, I was 18 before. 16, another hit. What was I putting 2 down for? It's just 1. It's just 1. Well, it should be 3 damage on Cat, not 4. Sorry about that. Sorry, caught myself. All's good. And Tarak is not on there, so he is not subject to being attacked by the rats. So the rats go over here near Cat's card area. We have Regis up next. He still has a +2 on his speed, which is 6, so he could move up to 8. I have to remember that for the villain phase next time he is a villain phase going. Alright, this is something I didn't notice before. So his armor class, his attack, because he's going to move in, he is adjacent. He doesn't actually have to move. I guess I'm just going with the magic mace again. So that's a +6 to hit. Just to remind you, the rats have a 12 armor class, so he needs 6 or better, folks. And the halfling misses, swing and a miss. Villain phase, he has no villain to activate. Should I say, I'm sorry, monster. The Draco Lich is the villain. He's not in play yet. Actually, no, he's not the villain. He could be. No, so I was going to do the other adventure, and I decided to use my thieves group because they did such a fabulous job in Wrath of Ashardalon, and I mean that completely sincerely. They survived a lot longer than I thought they would. In fact, they won, so I wanted to use them again. So I did change the adventure, but I have them out anyway. I'm getting off track here. If you didn't place a tile during your exploration phase, or you placed a tile, draw an encounter card. Oh, so Regis did not place a tile during the exploration phase. So that means an encounter card is to be drawn. Regis, what have you done to us? Petrina Velikovna, an attack event. The ghostly image of an elf maid appears before you. She smiles for a moment before unleashing a blood-curdling shriek. I guess hers didn't really sound like that. Attack each hero. After the attack, place each monster that is not on the same tile as the hero 1 tile closer to the hero, to the closest hero. This is not nice. We were doing a bit better against Wrath of Ashardalon. Alright, so this is a +7. Each hero, it doesn't say each hero on the tile. It just says each hero, so Tarak will get affected by this as well. But starting with Cat, 7 against a 14, 7 or better. 9, that's 2 damage. And if the ghost of Patrina misses, she's still doing 1. Missing is still doing 1 damage. So now that's 2. Wasn't the 2 before. Now it is 2. So it's a total of 5 out of the 8 damage Cat is taken. Regis likewise with a 14, 7 or better to hit. And that's another hit for another 2. Ratshadow with a 14, 7 or better. And that's a miss, so that's only 1 damage on Ratshadow. Only the 1. And Tarak also with a 14, because if you haven't noticed, that's what they all have. Well, technically, so Regis has a 15, but that was still a hit. 15, I just mentioned 15, comes up 15, didn't even need the +7 bonus against the 14 armor class for Tarak. So that's 2 on the big half-orc. And then discard this card. Make a little discard pile right here. How does that look? All right. Okay, so thanks for the encounter there, Regis. Ratshadow. This is going to be another encounter because he doesn't have to. Oh man, this is not good. You know what? Ratshadow's going to come up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Regis's turn is over, so the blessing of run is gone. Let's make a little pile right there. And, oh no, he's immobilized. I forgot. He cannot move. 0 movement. He has nothing for ranged. Adjacent monster, adjacent monster. No, nothing. Take a second non-attack action. Let's see. Use this item during your hero phase instead of attacking. Reveal the top card of any card deck or the top tile of any stack. What's the next monster? Skeleton. 1 hit point, 16 armor class. I'm not worried about a skeleton. That's really all Ratshadow can do. Couldn't do anything, so gets to draw an encounter card. Coming out of the gate with Strahd's minions. Don't like this. Strahd steps from the shadows and casts a spell. Place the active hero and the 2 monsters that are closest to that hero on the tile furthest from the active hero. If there are less than 2 monsters in play, place a new monster adjacent to the active hero after he or she is placed. Great, we only had the 1. So the active hero is Ratshadow, who's immobilized, but through Strahd's magic, all of a sudden appears here. This appears over here with him. And the skeleton that we just foresaw will also appear. I like the skeletons in this one. I don't know how well you can tell that there. Very Ray Harryhausen. If you don't know who Ray Harryhausen is, Google Ray Harryhausen. Very nice. And that's going to appear here as well. Trapped between a horde of rats and an undead animated skeleton warrior. Great. So discard to this encounter. The skeleton stays out with Ratshadow and gets to attack. If the skeleton is adjacent to a hero, it attacks that hero with its scimitar. Scimitar is a +7. Again, as we all know, everybody on this team has a 14 armor class, with the exception of Regis right now because of his Amulet of Protection. That's an 11 plus the 7, 18. That is a hit. +1 damage with the scimitar. Ratshadow is now taking 3 of his 8 hit points of damage. This will goes over here with Regis. This is over here with Ratshadow. Alright, I have a feeling a Healing Surge is going to be used soon. Alright, so Tarak. Okay, he wants to try to help. Oh, he's no longer, it's over, so Ratshadow is no longer immobilized. He still wants to help out his partner in crime, so he's going to use his at-will rogue ability of Positioning Shot. To avoid your vicious attacks, your enemy leaps exactly where you want it to be. Attack 1 monster within 2 tiles of you, within 2 tiles, 1 tile, 2 tile. No, wait a second. Tiles are not counted diagonally. So he'll have to move first. He'll move here. Big deal. Move and attack. So now within 2 tiles, 1, 2, clear path, line of sight. Hit or miss, place that monster on any square on your tile or an adjacent tile. +7 to hit. Skeleton has a 16 armor class. Alright. 9 or better. Oh, really? 3? Jeez. But hit or miss. He's able to move it to his tile or an adjacent one, so he's going to move it over here. That's a heck of a leap for a skeleton. Even Ray Harryhausen skeletons. Alright. Alrighty then. That brings us back to Cat. Oh, skeleton and rats. Skeleton and rats. Don't like that the skeleton is right over here, kind of forcing us to open up another tile right here right away. She is going to concentrate on the rat horde at the moment. She does have a snipe shot, which allows her to attack a monster within one tile. So she will have to move. This, as far as I remember, counting tiles away does not count diagonally. It's only one movement. She's now one tile away from the rat horde, rat swarm. Attack one monster within one tile of you. You gain a +2 bonus to the attack roll if the monster is one tile away from you. The monster is one tile away, so that +7 becomes a +8. 4 or better. 7. Thank God it was a 4 or better. Why am I rolling so low for myself? All right. Only has 1 hit point of damage. The attack does 1 point of damage. So this goes into our experience pool. We're gonna have 3 experience. Woohoo! All right now. So was Cat? She gets a treasure. I think I forgot a treasure there, didn't I? All right, lucky charm. Use this item after any die roll. Re-roll the die. Discard this card after using it. Yeah, she is definitely going to be holding on to that. One with a Ring of Regeneration. Regis gets to go. He's moving at 6. They all move at 6, with the exception of Ratshadow, who's a 5. So Regis gets to go. Regis is not worried about that anymore. Oh, that wasn't Regis. Sorry, that's Ratshadow. Regis gets to go. What range? Anything range? No. Oh, okay, the Ruby Pendant. Attack one monster within one tile of your hero. That could be the skeleton. On a hit, you can move that monster up to one tile, then deal 1 damage to any one monster on that monster's tile. So that's pointless right now, since he is the only monster. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And make a move. And then make an attack with the magic mace, which is a +6. So 10 or better. Oh! Ach der Liebe, mein Gott im Himmel! Scheiße! Oh, nein, wunderbar. Isn't my German awesome? All right. That skeleton is getting so freaking lucky here. So that was a miss. He did not stop anywhere to reveal another tile, so that's an encounter. Great. Spirit of Doom. The entire crypt shudders as though some gargantuan creature was moving deep below. Each hero can immediately move up to his or her speed. After this move, each hero on a tile with no monsters takes 1 damage. Oh. Okay, up to speed. 1, 2, 3. That's good. Yeah, someone's going to be getting hurt here. Speed is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And speed is 6 for Regis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So close! Oh, it's just... You can picture Regis running and trying to get there and seeing everyone else dive through at the last minute. And nothing, debris or anything hitting him, and all of a sudden, crash! Boom! 1 damage. Not good. All right. That was Regis again. So Ratshadow is up. Who just got hit? And Ratshadow is, let me tell you folks, Ratshadow is not a happy little halfling. He's got himself some throwing daggers. Attack up to 2 different monsters within 1 tile. He's going to make an attack against that skeleton at a +5, using his at-will power of throwing daggers. So he needs an 11 or better to hit the 16 armor class. Yeah! 16! Exactly! He didn't even need his bonus. Daggers do 1 point of damage. Skeleton has 1 point of damage. 2 experience. into the experience pool. Treasure is had. An item, a potion of healing. You or an adjacent hero regains 2 hit points. You're going to hold on to that. Oh, Cat's really hurt. He's not adjacent to Cat, so he can't give it to her yet. Okay, so he is out of here. That was Ratshadow's daggers, which leaves Tarak. So let's see what's. Oh, you know what? How about 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll end his turn there. Is nothing to really use. A black card. Encounter time. Encounter time in the King's Crypt. And the monster. Let's get the encounter. Thank you so much, Tarak. Oh, an event treasure chest. You find an ancient chest with a rusty lock. Sounds like a bar downtown. You open a treasure chest, roll a die. We don't want to see that 1 to 10 take 2 damage. We don't even want to see that 11 to 15 take 1 damage. We're looking for 16 to 20, kids. 16 to 20 coming up 2. Nothing but 2 damage. Nothing but 2 damage for our half-orc. That's what happens. Do something stupid. Checking for a monster. And there's a zombie. Oh, that was right here. Which one was the zombie? The zombie was in here. Yes. There's a zombie for you. Woo. What am I doing? I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. There you go. There's a zombie. I don't even know if this is focused. Alright, so the zombie is going to appear right there. Tarak's monster. Nothing else to do, so the monster phase goes right in. If the zombie is within 1 tile of a hero, move it adjacent to the closest hero and attack that hero with a rotting fist. That's what you get. Let's try and open up a chest. The attack is +5. Damage is 1 for each monster on the zombie's top. Ouch! 1 damage for each monster on the zombie's top. Thank goodness he's currently alone. So that's a 5 bonus he has to hit. Tarak has an armor class of 14. And, whoa, there's a big miss. Finally, the monsters roll badly. 2, that's a big miss. No damage done to Tarak, which is good. He's already taken 4 hit points of damage. He's literally down to half. Now, Cat. Now, Cat is hurting. Cat needs to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's going to move 5 spaces right here. And let's see. Spring away, backstab, slash, backstab. Backstab. On a hit, you deal +1 damage if the monster is adjacent to another hero. The monster is adjacent to another hero. So that's what we're going to go for. That'll be a +7 to attack on the zombie's 11 armor class. 4 or better. We got a 19, folks. That is a confirmed hit. Killing off the zombie into our XP pile. That's 8 XP we've racked up so far. And treasure. Item, Necklace of Fireballs. Use this item during the hero phase instead of attacking. Attack each monster on a tile, on a tile 1 tile away from you. It's a +5 attack, damage of 1, and then you discard it after using it. I've already had something to... You know, Tarak's going to keep that. He thinks that goes well with his Dragon's Breath elixir. He's just waiting to see a whole swarm of monsters on one tile. Now, Cat's going to go. Oh, that was Cat, sorry. So, Regis goes. He's right over here. And he's curious. So he comes over here, stops, just takes the one action. There's nothing else to do. Gonna draw. There's another event. That's not the way I wanted that card to be. Alright, so the event, the encounter, I mean. Event, the ghost of Prince Aurel. A ghost materializes in the corridor ahead. Its horrid features freeze you in terror. Flip over, oh man, flip over one unused daily or utility power. If you don't have an unused power to flip, take 1 damage instead. Oh man. Daily or utility. Alright, he is going to turn over sudden escape. He's going to flip that over. Darn it. And we get to see monsters in here. And that monster is a wraith. Undead creature. 15 armor class, 2 hit points. If the wraith is within 1 tile of a hero, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks that hero with a life-draining claw. Otherwise, the wraith moves 1 tile towards the closest hero. Special ability, Death Shriek. When this monster is destroyed, each hero on the tile takes 1 damage. Ow! Ouch, ouch, bite, bite. Okay, the wraith. That's also one of these? No? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. One of these here. See that? Is that coming in? Alright, so it says that it will move to the adjacent, moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks that hero with a life-draining claw. So it's going to move here. And that is a +6. It's going to do 3 damage, but if it misses, it will still do 1. Ouch. Alright, so against poor little Regis, he has a +1 to his armor class because his amulet of protection, making his armor class 14 to 15. Needs a 9 or better still. Ah! Ach, der Liebe, mein Gott, Himmel. Alright, so that is a hit for 3 damage. 3 damage on the little guy. He's already at 4, so that's 5. That's 6. And that's 7. 7 damage on Regis out of 8 hit points. Not looking good. Alright, Ratshadow. 1, 2, 3. He's doing that. He's going to use his potion of healing on his brother to give his brother back 2 hit points. Was going to use that on Cat, but family comes first. And then he's going to make an attack. Well, he can do 2. Because of his cunning action, his regular character ability, he can take a second non-attack action during his hero phase. Might as well use his crystal ball. Oh, this is instead of attacking, so he does not. So he will go with his short sword, which is a +5, doing 1 damage. Back over here. That's all he can do is, he does have the ambush for 2, and then I have to flip the card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're getting close. Getting close. Alright, this thing does a lot of damage, so he's going to have to try to use his ambush. A thief worth his salt knows how to get the drop on anything. Attack one adjacent monster. Hit or miss if the monster is adjacent to another hero. It takes 2 damage. So that's a +5 to hit. It's a 15 armor class. So he's going to need a 10 or better. That's a 50-50 chance on the 20-sided die. And it failed with a 6. Did not help us out. No love from the die. And that is a daily power, so flip this card after use. Oh, too bad. So the Wraith is still in play. And it is Tarak's turn with a speed of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stopping here. Now, what can the big half-orc do? Damn it. Oh, wait a second. Where was he? He was like here. I forgot. He has to draw an encounter card because he did not draw a tile. Event attack. Prowling ghost. The ghosts of past adventurers haunt this room. Their shrieks send you running deeper into the dungeon. Attack the active hero. So that is Ratshadow. After the attack, draw a tile from the bottom of the dungeon tile stack and place it adjacent to the unexplored edge that is closest to the active hero. Place a new monster on that tile and then place the active hero on that tile. Wow. So the attack is +9. It's an armor class of 14. That's 5 or better for 1 damage. 13, 1 damage hit. Done by the Prowling Ghost. On the poor Ratshadow, who has lost 4 of his 8 hit points. He's down by half. Now back to Tarak. And he is going to make an attack. Yes, sirree. He's going to make his... Oh, wait a second. He is going to make his positioning shot. If you remember that. Hit or miss, he gets to place the monster on any square on your tile or an adjacent one. Seven. Against the rate's 15. What did I ever do to you? I put you on... make a movie star out of you, and this is what you're doing. I'm a movie star. I'm making an internet star out of you, and this is how you treat me. Alright, so that is a miss, of course. Just like last game with Tarak. Horrible with the dice. Die. Sorry, there's only one. Alright, so the villain phase, is the exploration phase. He did not draw a tile, so he draws an encounter card. King Tomskew's Portal. You fall through a mysterious portal, reappearing elsewhere in the crypts, covered with wounds. Attack the active hero, that's Tarak, 3 times. 3 times. Attack the active hero 3 times. Remove the active hero from his or her tile. At the start of that hero's next phase, place that hero on any tile. Attack the active hero 3 times. With a +8. It's an armor class of 14. Let's see, Ken. Are you really going to roll under 6? I doubt that. Exactly what it needed. 1 damage. Second attack. 5, that's a miss. Last attack, 3, that's a miss. Oh, I am getting a little bit lucky. Quantum mechanics of luck. Alright, but then place that hero on any tile. So we're going to place him right here so we can continue attacking if need be. Haha. Tarak is under control, is not operating any monsters or traps. So back to Cat. She is within 1 tile away. She has line of sight. Oh, this thing hasn't taken 1 damage yet. She doesn't have to move. Wow. To use her riposte strike or not. She'll have to move. Oh, no, she can't use that. That's a reactionary ability. So we're going with Snipe Shot. Attack 1 monster within 1 tile of you. You get a +2 bonuses attack roll if the monster is 1 tile away. It is 1 tile away. So that sneak attack becomes a +8. Becomes a +8. 7 or better. 7 or better. And I got a 6. I got a 6. All right. So that is a miss. Darn it. Oh wait, +2 bonus, not a +1. So it was a 9. 9 and 6 is still 15. Oh, wait a second. 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 If I was using the Snipe Shot, I read it wrong. It's +2, so that 7 becomes a 9. 9 and 6 is 15. So that is a hit. Whew. All right, so that's 1 damage. 1 stinking little damage. See, it's a little for the monsters. 1 damage. You can put it right here. I'm sure that's taking 1 hit. It still has 1 more hit point left. Now Regis gets to go. Now Regis is the player that is in charge of this monster. It came out on Regis's turn. So if Regis does not kill this monster on his turn now, if he does not do 1 point of damage, then it will attack because the monsters attack on the end of the turn of the person that is running them. We do not want to see that happen. So again, we're looking at the magic mace. Tumble, yeah, magic mace +6. +6. Let's see, 15 armor class. Let's see, 9 or better. Really? Didn't I just roll a 2 a couple of rolls ago? Oh, we just could not make a connection even with his magic mace. This thing is going to hurt someone now. But an encounter card is drawn because you did not draw a tile. Event Frenzy. The monsters around you roar in fury. Each monster you control activates twice. Twice during your villain phase. I don't think this game has lasted much longer. Alright, so that's happening right now, because now is the villain phase for Regis. And the Wraith... Oh, wait, each monster or each villain? Each monster you control activates twice during the villain phase. Alright. Okay, so its first attack, it is really, really mad at Regis. Regis is the first one it saw. It's still trying to direct its anger at Regis, so it is making an attack against him. His 14 armor class is still considered 15 because of his amulet of protection. 15, got a 6 or better. Oh, good, 5, miss. So only does 1 damage. Wow, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 6. Yeah, Regis is hurting. And then when this guy dies, oh man, this is so not good. Oh, that's tile. Okay, so now we got Ratshadow, who also does not need to move. So there's going to be an encounter card during the exploration phase. He's just going to attack. Oh, wow. Really nothing for him to do but use his short sword. It'll do 1 point of damage if it does hit, enough to finish off this Wraith. There's a +5 to hit. Let's remember now, there's a 15 armor class, so 10 or better, 50% chance of hitting and killing it. Missed! Missed again, horrible rolls. I think I'm going to have to retire this die after this. So that was a miss. Checking out the encounter card. Environment, bat swarm. A horde of shrieking bats flutter through the catacombs, blocking your sight. If there's an event card already in play, discard it. Oh, wow. Was there? There was. There's the frenzy. Is that supposed to stay out? Did I mess that up? Well, doesn't have another chance to do anything yet anyway, and that's been canceled. So no! Haha, I didn't mess anything up. The environment remains in play until a new environment card is drawn. So this will remain in play. To show that, I'll keep it right down here. Whenever a hero attacks a monster that is not on his or her tile, that hero makes the attack roll twice and uses the lowest result. I gotta say, this is playing through a lot more difficult than Wrath of Ashardalon up there did. But we're still live, we're still doing good. Let's see how bad this goes. There are no monsters. Oh, there are no monsters to activate. So back to Tarak, and I need a little bit. I'm getting dry. All right, that's a little better for now. Pardon me once again. Tarak's had enough of this Wraith. He totally has. He is going to be using his distracting jab. If you hit, move the monster 1 square. Oh, he wants to move. He's moving here. Distracting jab. If you hit, move the monster 1 square. Not tile, 1 square. After the attack, move your speed. So if this hits, armor class of 15, don't forget. So with a +7, that's what, an 8? I keep rolling one damn number under what I need. Alright, he did not hit. He was really hoping to. Encounter card. Strahd's Whispers. Strahd's voice echoes in your mind, compelling you to turn against your very friends themselves. Place the active hero adjacent to the next closest hero. The active hero attacks that hero with an at-will ability. Tarak's already next to somebody. He's next to Ratshadow. So he's going to make an attack on Ratshadow with an at-will ability. Which will be the positioning shot. 7 or better. It's a 14 armor class. Well, that's good for me, actually. It totally is. He missed. Ratshadow's like, what the hell are you doing? What are you attacking me for? I'm a real boy. Sorry. Okay. Cat. Cat's got to finish this thing off. Cat has got to do something. With the snipe shot, attack 1 monster within 1 tile of you. You get a +2 bonus attack roll if the monster is 1 tile away. Nothing to move it, though. They're all going to take a lot of damage. Shoot. There's nothing to move it. That was what I was hoping Tarak would do. Move it 1 away. Be on a different tile, but it's still moving 1 away. Blows up with its death scream, and it wouldn't hurt anyone. But that did not happen the way I wanted it to happen. Yeah, not much of a choice. He's going to go with snipe shot. +7 to hit. +7 to hit. 15 armor class. Let's see. 6. Oh, wait a second. 7 and 7 is 14. No, I thought it was 8. Okay, so that is a miss. Missed it by 2. No movement, another encounter card. This is killing us. We've got to finish this thing off. If we run away, this is going to keep chasing us. Environment. New environment card. This environment remains in play until a new environment card is drawn. So that's out of here. Now the Spirit of Doom. A grim spectre materializes nearby, bringing portents of importing doom. If there's an environment card already in play, discard it. Did that. Whenever a hero discards a treasure card, he or she takes 1 damage. Can't miss Regis. You've got to hit Regis with that magic mace of yours. With a +6 on that magic mace. All you need is a 9 or better than 50-50 chance. Come on, 9 or better, 9 or better, 13! 13! Already taken 1 point of damage. It is now taking a second. It is dead. However, that is bad news. If you remember, the Death Shriek. When this monster is destroyed, each hero on this tile takes 1 damage. So that's 1 damage to Tarak. That is 1 damage to Regis. And that is 1 damage to Ratshadow. Tarak has taken 6 damage. Regis has taken 7 of the 8. And Ratshadow has taken 5 of his 8. This is not getting good. Not going well. Alright, but that does now go into our experience. Now let me just take a quick look here. Forgot about how many experience points it costs to level up. Defeating heroes, defeating monsters. Counter deck. Experience points. Heroes can spend experience points in 2 ways. Leveling up. Alright. Okay, so whenever a hero measures not 20, when making an attack roll with disable trap, the player may choose to spend 5 experience. So you have to make the 20 roll and then 5 experience. Got it. Oh, you can use 5 experience points to cancel an encounter as well. I totally forgot that one. Alright. Might have to do that. So that was Regis with his magic mace, finally taking out the Wraith. We've taken a lot of damage, folks. I will not be kidding you. This is definitely a ragtag team, and they're not as far as they should be. That Wraith slowed them down completely. So now it is Tarak's go. I don't want to bother going this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Encounter card. Counter at far point. No. Event attack. Icy corridor. A thin layer of ice makes it difficult to stand in one place. Attack each hero on the active hero's tile. That is only Tarak right now. After the attack, place each hero on the active hero's tile on a tile within 1 tile of the active hero. The attack, place each hero on the active hero's tile. That includes the active hero then. 1 away. That's going to suck. Alright, well, let's see. It has an 8 against the 14. That's 6 or better. 1, finally a 1 for the bad guys. So nothing happens. After the attack, place each hero on the active hero's tile on a tile within 1 tile of the active hero's tile. So that will work right there. There we go. Cat. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And here, what do we have? No black arrow, no black arrow, no black arrow. Yeah, no black arrow. All right. Be getting close. The Spirit of Doom is still in play. Draw a monster card. Gargoyle. I was hoping to get them out because I do like the way the minis look. If the gargoyle is within 1 tile of a hero, it moves to the closest hero's tile and attacks each hero on that tile with a whirlwind of claws. Otherwise, the gargoyle does nothing. Here's the gargoyles. Look really cool, huh? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Look pretty cool. They're sitting on the top of a pedestal just like a statue, right? Alright, so he's right there. If the gargoyle is within one tile of a hero, it moves to the closest hero's tile and attacks each hero on that tile with a whirlwind of claws. So right there, bam, you think it's a statue, but no, it comes alive, swoops down over here, right on the cat, right at her back, and makes an attack. That is a +8 against cat's armor class of 14. That's a 6 or better. And it rolled a 17. 2 damage and slowed. 2 damage. Cat's not doing well here, folks. Was this it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And cat is slowed. The slow effect. Your speed is 2. Discard this condition at the end of your hero phase. Alright, so that made the attack. Regis and his magic mace. He moves a 5, unlike everyone else's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. The gargoyle has 2 hit points. Interesting. The ruby pendant. I believe the ruby pendant will be used. The halfling's gem hypnotizes all but those with the most steadfast will. Attack one hero within one. Attack one monster within one tile of your hero. He's within. On a hit, you can move that monster up to one tile, then deal 1 damage to any one monster on that monster's tile. I'm just doing this to move him. So that's a +6. Armor class 10, 50-50 chance. 10 or better. 1 again. How many times am I rolling 1s here today? That's at least the second, maybe the third. Total miss. The gargoyle's on cat. And now it was Regis Ratshadow. Yeah, not a lot. He's going to be seeing a move and use his short sword if he can, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Short sword. +5 to hit. It'll do 1 damage. +5 to hit. Be an 11 or better. We're looking for 18. Finally, high number. 18. That is a hit with the short sword. This thing will take 1 damage. Right there. However, oh, yeah, you know, forgotten encounter for Regis. Overwhelming terror. A cacophony of shrieks and howls rise up around you, and you flee in terror. If a start tile is not in play, discard this card and draw a new encounter card. Place each hero 2 tiles closer to the start tile. Oh. This is gonna, I have to retcon too much, so I'm just gonna skip Regis and say this was Ratshadow's. Place each hero 2 tiles closer to the start tile. If a hero is on the same tile as a monster after being placed, that hero is slowed. The start tile. Each hero 2 closer. No damage, at least. Alright. This Ratshadow did not open up a corridor, so that's why. But Regis, I missed it. You know, let me just see what this is. If this is something else, I'm going to just fire trap. Just fire erupt from the walls and the ceiling and go for you. Place fire trap marker on the active hero's tile. If that tile already has a marker on it, discard this card and draw a new encounter card. Okay, so if we did things out of order like that, but just have the second encounter to try to catch up to things, each hero on this tile takes 2 damage. Instead of attacking a hero on this tile with a trap, you can try to disable it. Trap triggers during the villain phase. Instead of attacking a hero on a tile with okay. But somebody here is really good at traps. That's Cat. She has a +5 bonus to rolls with her lucky charm being able to reroll. I have high hopes that she's going to be able to pull this off. The gargoyle, which was on her, that's going to stay there. Because otherwise, if the gargoyle is not within 1 tile of the heroes, it does nothing. So this thing is going to be staying there until someone goes here. Tarak. During your villain phase. So the villain phase does occur. Sorry, Tarak does not go yet. The villain phase does occur. So each hero is going to take 2 damage. Each hero is going to take 2 damage. This is not going to be good. Because Tarak is down to 2 hit points left. Cat is down to 1. Regis is down to 1. Ratshadow has 3 left. That means that 3 people in the party are going to die. That means that Tarak is going to die from the trap. Because this is happening on Ratshadow's villain turn. And that means that Cat is going to die from the fire trap. And that means that Regis is going to die from the fire trap. There are only 2 healing surges, and the funny thing was I was thinking about using 3, but then I decided no, I didn't even need 1 when this exact team challenged the Wrath of Ashardalon. So I said, let me just keep to what the rules say and use only 2, even though I'm using a completely unbalanced party. 3 are dead. There's not enough healing surges. So that's game. That is the game. And the Locksmiths of Dalt fail. They are 1 for 1 now. Not bad. If I do this again, I may have to just bring in a party of clerics and a paladin to route through everything. But that's the way everything ended. Everyone is dead. Bad rolls on this die. You know, this die looks nice because it lights up if you happen to get a 20. But otherwise, I'm not feeling this die. There we go. Woo, 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 woo. It's like it's mocking me that the game is over. That's what it's over. It's just mocking me because the game is over and I lost. Alright. That was Castle Ravenloft board game, Dungeons and Dragons. Cooperative board game. There are 5 in the series right now. And I culled from 4 of the games which I own. So there's Wrath of Ashardalon, the Castle Ravenloft, Temple of Elemental Evil, and the Legend of Drizzt. There's a 5th one out right now, Tomb of Annihilation, which I've yet to add to the collection. And when I get that, I'm dying to see who the characters are and see how I can mix them in to make mixed parties. So, the Locksmiths of Dalt. 1 for 1. Not great. Let's see what happens next time. But for now, I'm your buddy Big Giant G. 2 Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. And boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, nerds and nerdettes, and we little nerdlings all, I am out of here.